So it's just the extension of our routine diet.
So doctor, how does an inadequate nutrition affect the development of the baby?
Optimum nutrition has macronutrients and micronutrients, and both are required for the growing fetus for the proper adequate growth. Eat small frequent meals so that it is digested properly.
From low energy and nutrient deficiency to potential risk, not getting enough nutrition can have some serious consequences. To understand the impact of undereating during pregnancy, we have Dr. Priyamvada Shah, obstetrician and gynecologist at Cloudnine Hospital, Pimple Saudagar, Pune. She will be sharing her insights which will help you in your pregnancy journey. So let's get started. Welcome Dr. Priyamvada in today's episode.
Thank you so much for having me. We'll discuss a very important topic today in nutrition in pregnancy.
Okay, so let's get started.
Sure.
So doctor, what are the consequences of not gaining enough weight during pregnancy?
So weight gain in pregnancy is an inevitable event, but it has to be optimum and by healthy ways. Weight gain is because of many things. There are a lot of metabolic changes which are occurring in the mother's body, as well as there is increased nutritional demand because of the growing fetus. So the weight gain is directly proportional to the diet which the mother is eating. So if the diet is inadequate, there will be definitely consequences both for the mother as well as for the baby.
How much weight should one gain during pregnancy?
Okay, so the weight gain in pregnancy typically occurs in every trimester. If we split into 3 trimesters, first trimester is the toughest one, where not more than 1 or 2 kgs will be gained. In the second trimester, another 4-5 kgs. And for the third trimester, 4-5 kgs. But this is a very gross answer. Ideally, the weight gain should be as per the BMI or body mass index of the individual. If the girl is thin, less than 20 BMI, she can gain around 12 to 18 kg for a singleton pregnancy. If she is a normal weighing girl with a BMI of 20 to 25, the weight gain is somewhere between 11 to 16 kg. If the BMI is more than 25 up to 30, the weight gain should be restricted up to 11 kg. And if she is an obese girl more than 30 BMI, the weight gain should be restricted to 5 to 7 kg.
So doctor, what are the signs that indicates an expecting mom not eating enough while being pregnant?
Okay. So pregnancy is a family event in Indians. Once we know the good news, everybody comes and starts instructing the pregnant girl, you should eat this, avoid this. She is undergoing a lot of emotional changes, hormonal changes. She doesn't feel like eating. And often everybody around her keeps on torturing her that she's not eating. But actually the signs which we look for the improper eating is often the girl feels fatigued. She's not sleeping well. There are a lot of headaches. Early morning lightheadedness is there. There's a lot of constipation because of improper digestion. Often there is association of inadequate hydration. So she feels thirsty. The urine output is reduced. If there is extreme deficiencies or extreme decreased diet, then something called as pica is known, where in iron deficiency anemia, the girl feels like eating certain weird things like chalks or dirt or even ice cubes. But this is in extreme conditions. Usually much before that, we do recommend proper nutritional interventions.
Okay. So doctor, how can an expecting mom balance a healthy diet if she is experiencing nausea or food aversions?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Actually, since ages, the Bollywood has defined the pregnancy by the girl puking and nauseating and whatnot. So in first trimester, a lot of hormonal changes are occurring. The gastric emptying is slowed down. The esophageal sphincter is opened up. So there is a lot of regurg. Even brushing causes a lot of vomiting. Then there is constipation because intestines are moving very slow. So all these changes make the girl really very uncomfortable. Even the smell, sight, thought of food can also make her nauseous. The water tastes bitter. You name it and she cannot eat it. So the things which were good for her are suddenly she starts avoiding.
So doctor, how does an inadequate nutrition affect the development of the baby?
Okay, so optimum nutrition has macronutrients and micronutrients, and both are required for the growing fetus for the proper adequate growth. So if the growth is not proper and the weight is less than 5th percentile, it is called as IUGR or intrauterine growth retardation. With the latest Barker's theory, it is said that the origin of adulthood diseases like coronary heart diseases, diabetes, hypertension is because of this intrauterine exposure or lack of intrauterine exposure to this macro and micronutrients. These IUGR babies are more prone for the long-term childhood illnesses. So we can definitely provide them good nutrition.
Okay, so what are some ways to ensure that expecting mom getting enough nutrition during pregnancy?
Okay, so how do we know that we are getting enough nutrition in pregnancy? So it's just the extension of our routine diet, but we should keep few things in our mind. For example, a healthy diet has to have a macronutrient and a micronutrient. For macros, we have carbohydrates, which should be 50%, fats, which is 30%, and proteins, which is 20%. But in pregnancy, definitely there is more increase in demand of the proteins. So a pregnant girl should have 1.5 gram per kg per day proteins. So if she is a vegetarian, there is a lot of deficiency. Then we, as doctors, do supplement some proteins in her diet. For the micronutrients, mainly the colorful things is the source. So a lot of green vegetables, seasonal fruits, nuts, seeds should be included in the diet.
So lastly, are there any specific food that helps ensure proper nutrition during pregnancy?
Okay, so specific foods, I would say, fortunately, we are used to eat the home cooked food. Anything which is not good, otherwise, is definitely not good in pregnancy. For example, packaged food, bakery products, no alcohol, caffeine should be kept to the minimum. Packaged food should be kept to the minimum. The things which we eat are definitely good. If we consider what we eat in grains, apart from wheat and rice, we should include other millets like jawar, bajra, ragi, and other things, which will increase the calcium and fiber content. We should add nuts and the seeds because almonds, walnut, pista, chia seeds, these are definitely good source of DHA or the omega-3 fatty acids, which is very, very important for the brain development of the baby. A lot of seasonal green vegetables is must. Addition of avocado gives, it has anti-inflammatory power. Also, we should eat iron-rich food. So in iron-rich food, there are dates, black raisins, fig, then jaggery, there is beetroot. So these things should be positively included.
Thank you so much, doctor, for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And to our listeners, if you found this episode helpful and informative, do share it ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel.